The year is 1945. Across Europe, millions of American soldiers are fighting for freedom in World War II. But as the war drags on, morale is plummeting. In freezing trenches and distant bases, soldiers long for letters from home, messages of love, hope, and connection. Yet a staggering 17 million of these letters are buried in chaotic warehouses, undelivered. This backlog could break the spirits of the troops. Who would step up to solve this crisis? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Let's jump right into it. Thanks for being here. Enter the 68th and 88th Central Postal Directory Battalion. Known as the 6888, they were the only all-black, all-female unit sent overseas during World War II. These women, facing racism, sexism, and the dangers of war, answered the call, accomplishing the impossible and changing history forever. The problem was overwhelming. Letters and packages intended for American soldiers had accumulated into an unmanageable mountain. Some mail was years old, mislabeled, or addressed to Johnny in Europe with no further details. Morale among troops was deteriorating fast. Something had to be done. The US Army turned to an extraordinary group of women. These 855 black women from diverse backgrounds volunteered to tackle the crisis. They were led by Major Charity Adams, the first black woman commissioned as an officer in the Women's Army Corps. Their mission? Organize and deliver 17 million pieces of mail in 6 months. When the 6888 arrived in Birmingham, England, they faced a nightmare. The warehouses were freezing, infested with rats, and stacked floor to ceiling with undelivered mail. Despite these conditions, they worked in shifts around the clock, sorting and redirecting thousands of letters every day. They developed a system, cross-referencing names and serial numbers to ensure each letter reached the right soldier. Their motto, no mail, low morale. Against all odds, they cleared the backlog in just 3 months, half the time they were given. But their journey wasn't just about the mail. The 6888 faced racism from their own countrymen, hostility from white soldiers, and skepticism from military leadership. Yet they persevered, forming a sisterhood that became their greatest strength. Their work had an immeasurable impact. Soldiers received long overdue letters from loved ones, lifting their spirits during the war's darkest days. The 6888 didn't just deliver mail, they delivered hope. After the war, the 6888 returned home, only to find their heroics largely ignored. They faded into history, their story untold for decades. It wasn't until recently that they began to receive the recognition they deserved, including the Congressional Gold Medal in 2022.
The Congressional Gold Medal is the highest honor an American can receive. Past honorees include George Washington, Martin Luther King Jr., and Thomas Edison.
Among recent honorees, members of the little-known 688th Central Postal Directory Battalion, also called the 6888. Today, one of the few living veterans of the 6888 received her copy of the Congressional Gold Medal.
It's a big day for Major Fran McClendon.
Everything that you did with purpose and you made an impact, and look at it today.
A day to honor this 101-year-old World War II veteran with the highest honor an American can receive, the Congressional Gold Medal.
Amazing. Really, I didn't think anything like this could ever happen, and I never looked forward to it until people start talking about it.
Major Fran McClendon received her copy of the Congressional Gold Medal proclamation. She served with the 688th Central Postal Directory Battalion, also called the 6888, an all-black women's battalion whose mission was to fix a broken-down mailing system in Europe during World War II. Their motto, no mail, low morale. Defying the doubters, these women got the system running efficiently in 3 months, connecting the troops on the front lines with messages from home.
These are the memories that people are now understanding what we accomplished while we were there.
The late Corporal Lydia Thornton, who grew up in Nogales, not only served with the battalion, but also acted as a Spanish translator during the war. Her daughters accepted in her honor.
My heart is just full. It's very overwhelming in a good way for my sister and I.
Not only did the ladies serve their country at a time where racism was high, they broke down barriers for Black women when there were very few.
The 6888 reminds us of the countless untold stories in history. They faced discrimination, danger, and doubt, but they didn't give up. Their legacy is one of resilience, brilliance, and breaking barriers. So, the next time you send or receive a letter, remember the women who ensured that 17 million messages found their way to the front lines. Let's honor their legacy by sharing their story, because heroes like the 6888 deserve to be remembered. Thank you for watching. If you're inspired by the story of the 6888, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Together, we can make sure their legacy lives on.